Kia ora tātou. Welcome to the Town Hall on the most special day of the academic year, Graduation Day. Before we begin the official ceremony, I have a few announcements. Firstly, please take a moment now to turn off your cell phone. We are required to make you aware of the emergency exit procedures. In the event of an emergency, the ushers will assist you to the nearest exit, which are at the side and at the rear of the hall. If at any time you need assistance, the ushers are on hand to help. The program you have outlines the ceremony. At the end of the ceremony, we sing the national anthem, first in Māori and then in English. The words are in the back of the program. The capping ceremony itself includes approximately 300 graduates. At least one of those is the very reason you have come today. Your graduand will be up on the big screen behind you, or behind us rather, so you should have a great view regardless of where you are seated. We would appreciate you not leaving until the ceremony is completed. Shortly, the organ will play as the staff process in. Then we will hear the call of the karanga, welcoming graduands into the hall. Please stand for their entrance and remain standing until the council chair invites you to be seated. Following the ceremony, please join us for refreshments being served in the supper room. Finally, it is wonderful to have you all with us. Please enjoy this special time with Unitec.
E te mārie, te iti, te rahi. Kua taupua mai ki tēnei whare rangatira. Whakatau mai rā, I raro, I ngā mihi mahana o Wairaka.
To everyone assembled here in this special building, I extend warm greetings on behalf of Unitec.
I he koitia I ngā ākonga te hikoi o te mātauranga. I te rangi nei, ka horehea ake ko tō rātou nei angetu, tū tukitanga.
To all graduates, diplomates and certificate recipients, you have all been on a journey of learning. Today we acknowledge and celebrate your success and achievements.
Kia kotahi ai tātou I raro I ngā harekoa, manahau, ihi, kei te utaina ki runga ngā akonga katoa.
Let us all be united in the sharing of excitement, jubilation, joy and happiness for all recipients.
Āmene.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Kia ora, talofa lava, neho, welcome. To all our graduates, diplomates and certificate recipients, and to the families and friends who have supported them during their studies, it is our great pleasure to be with you here today to share in this very important moment in your life. This is the fourth graduation I have attended as the chair of Unitec Council. And each time I stand here, I'm just as excited as I was the first time. It gives me huge pleasure and gives every member of the staff huge pleasure to celebrate your success and your achievement. All of you who crossed the stage this afternoon have reached a major milestone. It's important to recognise and acknowledge that today is a very, very big deal. Graduation is one of those rare moments in a busy life where you have the opportunity to take pause, to reflect and celebrate. I urge you to enjoy this time. Celebrate with your whānau, your classmates and friends. Enjoy wearing these fetching robes. It's not often you can get away with this look. I also encourage you to use this day to reflect your journey. At some point, take a quiet moment for yourself to really think about what it represents. Your hard work, your determination, and your sacrifices. You have put your hearts and minds into your studies, and this is a time to look back and consider how far you have come. Things you may have achieved, the challenges you have met, and how much you have changed. It may not feel like it because education is acquired gradually, but each and every one of you is in possession of something now that you didn't have when you started out on your journey at Unitec. You are, we hope, a better version of yourself. The same person with all of your individual and innate qualities, but souped up a bit and better equipped to find success in your chosen field. And all of you have contributed to the energy, the life and vibrancy of Unitec. It's now time to look ahead. You have just achieved a long-held goal, something that at times might have seemed out of reach, just over the horizon. The commitment you made to yourself, your families and your communities was all-encompassing, touching on every aspect of your life. If you haven't already, now is the time to set some new goals and map a way to achieve them. I've said it once before, but it bears repeating. Today is a big deal. It's your day to celebrate. While your time at Unitec may be over for now, it is important that you don't consider this to be the end of your education. It is a cliche to say that learning never stops, but in today's age of constant change and disruption, There is definitely no sitting back and saying, done, finished. You simply can't afford to take the foot off the accelerator. Technology is having a huge effect on the way we do things. Lists of jobs that will be made obsolete by machines or computers are seemingly updated on a daily basis. And the old job for life is by now a distant memory. And who would really want a job for life anyway? The opportunities this brings for you are huge. You will be able to work in a range of fields in jobs that don't even exist yet. To get there, you must keep on pushing yourself to new territories. At Unitec, we've recognised the way we do things needs changing to meet the needs of the next generations of students and the businesses who will eventually employ them. So we are transforming the ways we operate as well. For you, this has meant the opportunity to learn in a way that requires you to think and do, giving you the skills you need to hit the ground running in your future workplace. There isn't an industry, business, or not-for-profit that isn't affected by the revolutions taking place around the world today. Some are coping with this well and finding the opportunities and innovations that such great change brings. Others are finding out the hard way that you have to keep evolving and seizing new opportunities. Being successful in this world, for large companies and individuals alike, is about being receptive and responsive to new ideas and demands, being flexible and adaptable, working with people from different backgrounds to you, both culturally and educationally. All of us in the workforce are being asked to do new things and work in new ways. And it's actually great, but you as a new graduate will need to stay current in your field too. Right now, you're in learning mode, and you might as well stay in that frame of mind. Take any and every opportunity to do new things and build on the great foundations you now have. It's important too to remember that change is not something that just happens to you and around you. You can affect change as well. In fact, by opting to study at Unitec, you made a conscious decision to make a change in your own life for the better of not just yourselves, but those around you and the communities you live in. The key now is to keep that momentum up. Congratulations again on reaching this important milestone. It is your day, enjoy it. I would now like to introduce our special guest, who's going to speak to you about his experience and most poignant life experiences. Guy Ryan. Guy grew up in a tiny village on the west coast of New Zealand's South Island, Granity. Time at Otago University helped to fuel his passion for creativity and entrepreneurship, where he founded several organisations, produced award-winning films, created and ran an adventure festival, and started learning about social entrepreneurship. In 2011, he founded Inspiring Stories, which operates nationwide with the vision to see every young New Zealander unleash their potential to change the world. Now in its 5th year, Inspiring Stories has an impressive track record of programs and partnerships. These include the prestigious national event Festival for the Future, the accelerator program Live the Dream, which develops young social entrepreneurs and their ventures, and the national film competition Making a Difference. From inspiration to action, Inspiring Stories has supported more than 5,000 young New Zealanders. In 2015, Guy was awarded the Young New Zealander of the Year award. Guy Ryan.
Kia ora tātou, ngā mihi nui kia koutou. Ni hao, namaste, talofa lava, malawa lele, hi. It's a huge honour to be here and a real privilege. Can I acknowledge Dr. Rick Eade, Lee Matthias, staff, council, and of course our graduands, friends and family Is it just me or is it really hot in here? I think it's really hot, eh? Just a couple of years ago, I guess I was sitting in your shoes as well, and I can feel the energy in the room right now. You know, it is a very tremendous day. It's a very special day. And for our parents and friends and families, it's a very proud day. For our graduates, it marks a very momentous occasion. There's probably a few nerves. I think when I graduated and walked up on stage, I was probably the kid who tripped over and stumbled. But if that happens to you, don't worry, just shrug it off and hold your head up high. I grew up in a tiny little town called Granity on the west coast, and my parents split up when I was about 8 years old, and my mum raised my two sisters and I. It was a pretty low socio-economic area. If anyone's been to Granity, it's about as rural as it gets in New Zealand. I wasn't heaps into high school. I think I was more interested in partying and skipping school to go surfing at the beach, and I got my 3 Cs to get into university and moved down to Dunedin. At Dunedin, I'd get out cameras every weekend, video cameras, and started making surfing and skateboarding films with mates and putting on these big premieres and bars. And one of the films ended up winning a Best New Zealand Film Award at the Wanaka Mountain Film Festival. And I think it was about that time that I started getting a bit more of a social conscience. I started learning about a whole lot of big issues in our world. I started learning about things like climate change, extreme poverty, the huge inequality that exists in our world. And I started asking, I found these things really confronting. And I started asking, what could I do? I'm just one person. What could I do to try and make a difference in response to some of these massive global issues that we have on our hands? And at the same time, I could see all of my peers and mates around me, thousands of students with ideas, energy, drive, people just like you guys, and started asking, what would it take to empower a generation of young New Zealanders to change the world? Imagine if that happened. What would it take to do that? And so it's been a wild ride setting up this organisation, Inspiring Stories, with that big, bold vision. And today I'm going to share a couple of stories about young people that we've worked with, who I think just absolutely epitomise this idea of dreaming big and pushing boundaries, which every single one of you guys has the potential to do as well. It hasn't all been smooth sailing, right? For anyone who's tried to develop an idea, a project, a business, there's always challenges along the way. I remember we'd just run our biggest festival for the future, our big national event. We'd just run our accelerator program, Live the Dream. And at the same time, a couple of things didn't quite line up for the organisation that I run. And we had our hardest quarter on record. So we had no money in the bank, basically. We had to move out of the office. We had to downsize to just me. And literally, it was a really hard place to be in, and most people would have walked away at that time. We were kept alive from some generosity from friends and family. From there, we built back up, went on to run our biggest ever festival for the future in Auckland with 500 attendees, went to run our accelerator program across 2 cities, Auckland and Wellington, over summer, and the week that wrapped up, I won the Young New Zealander of the Year award. So in life, we have these huge challenges, right? And we can go from absolute rock bottom to the top of the mountain in a short space of time. The first story that I wanted to share is about a young lady named Sophie Ross. When Sophie was 16, she got a scholarship to come along to our Festival for the Future event. It was absolutely amazing for her, and she got a chance to connect up with the young lads behind the Student Volunteer Army in Christchurch after the big earthquakes. Hugely inspired, she went back home to Nelson and met up with Volunteering Nelson and realised that they struggled to engage with any young people in the community. And on her own accord, Sophie created a partnership with Volunteering Nelson and her school, Nelson Girls College. And now every weekend there's 120 girls out volunteering in the community who have poured hundreds, if not thousands of hours into community service that otherwise Volunteering Nelson struggled to engage with. The second story is about Bonnie. Bonnie, at 17, did some volunteering in Vanuatu. It was there that she met a lady who was raising her 2 children, a solo mother, who had cataracts in both of her eyes, and her sight was getting progressively worse. And Bonnie found this really confronting and wanted to try and do something to help. Bonnie wasn't an eye surgeon. Bonnie's passion was beauty and cosmetics and business. And coming through our Live the Dream program, we've helped her develop an ethical cosmetics company where the first product, a mascara, a portion of the profits from every mascara sold goes towards the Fred Hollows Foundation, who do restorative sight surgery. Bonnie's big, bold goal, using the tools of enterprise, is to help cure treatable blindness in the South Pacific by 2025. Last year, we helped Bonnie get to the Global Entrepreneurship Summit in Kenya, which President Obama co-hosted. She's now pulled out of university and she's working full-time on her venture. She's 19 years old. It's a compelling example of what's possible when we dream big and pair our passion with a purpose that's bigger than us. The final story is a story about a young lad named Dan. And at 19, Dan and his girlfriend at the time learnt about the injustice that 800 million people in our world don't have access to clean, fresh water. And at the same time, could see bottled water companies proliferating. They were everywhere, and they were making huge amounts of money. And Dan and his girlfriend Justine had this crazy idea. Imagine if we started a bottled water company where 100% of the profits went toward clean water and sanitation projects. Crazy idea, right, for a couple of 19-year-olds who have never run a business in their life. They had a really hard road. They had to figure out manufacturing, getting stuff to market, brand, marketing, building teams, everything that takes. And they had a really rough first 3 to 4 years where they made little to no money, pouring their hearts and souls into it. The biggest barrier was that they couldn't get traction in supermarkets and dairy stores, which had the biggest turnover for bottled water. And in the 4th year, they did something that completely changed the game. What they did was they booked meetings with the CEOs of the top supermarket chains in Australia, Woolworths, Countdown, 7-Eleven, corner dairy stores, and they ran a campaign. They reached out to their community, asking their community to jump on the Facebook pages of these organisations and tell them to say yes to stocking thank you water. As well as that, they managed to convince a couple of helicopter pilots to fly their choppers around the national headquarters of these organisations, waving banners saying, tell Countdown and Woolworths to say yes to stocking thank you water. That little radical act got them on every single mainstream media channel across the country. And overnight, thank you water was everywhere. The next day, they went into the meetings with the CEOs. They instantly said yes to stocking thank you water. Now, a couple of years on, thank you is the #1 water bottle product sold in all supermarkets in Australia, nationwide. It outcompetes Coke and Pepsi. They've expanded the product range to have a food and a body care and now a baby care range. And in almost every product category they compete, they're the #1 seller. They've completely clocked the market. They've now got a full-time team of about 60 staff, all paid. And they've just made a $3.6 million donation to support clean water and sanitation projects. All of this which came from a radical idea which a couple of 19-year-olds had. And as a consumer, every product that you purchase, you can track the barcode where in the world your dollar spent is having an impact. It's an amazing model. Absolutely something that we can achieve if we put our minds to it. So in conclusion, I think each of these stories absolutely epitomises young people dreaming big and pairing their passion with a purpose that's bigger than them. And in a world with enormous challenges, social, environmental, and economic, we need to step up. These are the challenges of our time. So regardless of what you've studied, it doesn't matter. I want to challenge you today. I want to firstly say congratulations, because your journey to now is amazing. You've had huge perseverance, resilience to get to this place to graduate. And from here, the challenge that I'd like to lay on the table is, what's the difference that you're going to make? Why can't you be the person that's standing up here 5 years from now? What's the story that you're going to share? Imagine if every young New Zealander unleashed their potential to change the world. What would it take to make that happen? Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Kia ora.
E aku nui, e aku rahi, nau mai, haere mai. Ki roto I tō tātou ne whakaruruho mō tērā nei. He whakanuia e nei a tātou ne ākonga. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Kia ora tātou katoa. Well, a very, very warm welcome to everyone here this afternoon. My name's Rick Eade and I'm Unitec's Chief Executive. It's just such a fantastic thing to see your learning journey come to this, to celebrate by graduating with your certificate or diploma or degree, have family, friends, whānau, loved ones here to celebrate with you, and of course my colleagues, the staff of Unitec, who are really celebrating with you. This is what we're here for. This is our celebration of your success as well. And one thing I must do is thank our guest speaker, Guy Ryan, for I think his own inspiring story, but his own inspiring challenge. To really believe in something and then believe that you can do something about it, do something to make it happen. And we really pride ourselves on the Unitec students, your capabilities, your talents, your dreams, your aspirations. We know that each and every one of you is capable of great things. We've got huge faith in you. So take that challenge up. You'll never regret it. But also we hope that you never stop learning. Always seek to keep current. What's happening now? What's happening next? And we really like you if you could stay in touch with us. Come back and help mentor or support some students. We had a guest speaker this morning was a Unitec graduate, now really globally successful in film and production and multimedia, coming back as an adjunct professor, coming back to put back to the next generation of students. So think about that as well. Okay, we're on to the important part, the graduation. So we've got a formal thing to do now. So could I please ask all of you graduating today to stand up? Chair of Council. It is my pleasure to advise you that all those standing before you today and those graduating in absentia have satisfied all of the criteria required for the qualifications that they are being awarded, and the Academic Board have so certified. The Unitec Council, in accordance with the Education Act 1989, may grant them the awards listed in the program. Thank you. You can sit down again now, we've got that bit done. Okay, well, we're here to celebrate. And when you come into these nice fancy auditoriums, there's usually rules and regulations about, be quiet, don't take photos, no huckers, all that sort of stuff. Well, guess what? Those rules don't apply today. So if you want to cheer, you want to stamp your feet, you want to wave your arms, do it. It's about celebration, it's about joy. And if a haka happens, so be it. However, just one tiny rule. When you're coming up on stage, no selfies, guys? It might feel cool, but what you're doing by doing that is actually taking away from the next person who comes behind you. So save the selfies for afterwards, if you wouldn't mind. So we're on to the main event. So when you come up on stage, when you're called up, you'll be guided. Take it easy. Make sure your trip up the stairs and down the stairs is conducted in an upright fashion. All right, on to the proceedings. Could I please invite Linda Kessel up to start the reading. Kia ora. Linda Keating style.
We have senior scholars graduating today. The Senior Scholar Award is made to graduates of undergraduate degrees who consistently achieve exceptional grades during the course of study. A taonga will be presented as the student is called for the conferral of their degree. I have much pleasure in presenting to the Chief Executive the recipients of the Certificate in Applied Technology, Automotive Engineering. Clark Anipot. Diego Echeveste Silveira. Brendan Elmers. Bhupender Gill. Mark Holland. Ryan J. Abdullah Khan. Bailey McPhee. Navin Singh. I now present the recipient of the Certificate in Applied Technology, Autotronics, Marcelino Adams. Marcelino is now also receiving the Certificate in Applied Technology, Automotive Engineering. I now present the recipients of the Certificate in Applied Technology, Carpentry. Ioni Hiliate. Michael Jackson. Kenny Posoni. Kenny is also receiving the Certificate in Multi-Skilled Building Construction. Tofua Tuiafiafi. Justin Watson. I now present the recipients of the Certificate in Applied Technology, Electrical Engineering. Dawit Abadi Denom. Freeman Hickey. I now present the recipient of the Certificate in Applied Technology, Welding and Fabrication, Ben Visser. I now present the recipient of the Certificate in Automotive and Mechanical Engineering, Ofisa Faitua. I now present the recipient of the National Certificate in Motor Industry, Automotive Engineering, Jason Moorfield. I now present the recipient of the National Certificate in Drain Laying, Mohammed Imraz. I now present the Diplomat of the Diploma in Applied Technology, Electrotechnology, Jared Crowther-Teo. He's here. I now present the Diplomat of the Diploma in Applied Technology, Marine, Zi Quan Wong. I now present to the Council Chair the graduands for the Bachelor of Applied Technology. Izzatollah Abdullahi. That's a hard act to follow. Meshal Al-Nazi. Meshal is also receiving the Certificate in Applied Technology, Electrical Engineering. Turki Al-Dasari. Irfaz Ali. Renal Chand. He's here? Okay. Zishan Cham. Renal Chand. Okay. Zaidan Abdul Karim Al-Zahari. Irfaz Ali. Renal Chand. Still no. Shane Chandra. Junyang Chu. Li Chi. Yong Cho. Reinhard Kutzi. Reinhard is also receiving the Certificate in Applied Technology, Automotive Engineering. Luay Deza. Chinmaya Dok. Okay. Wendell Gonsalves. Emmanuel Gopal. Emmanuel is also receiving the Certificate in Applied Technology, Automotive Engineering. Shivanil Gunda. Joseph Hoover. Hikifa'o Ika. Omid Izadika Faroki. Junan Jin. Tiniel Kiramariam. Gisbert Lagaway. Brian Mamaradlo. David McIntosh. Sione Ofa. Yoon Ho O. Rakesh Kumar. Unith Ram. Ray Reyes. Ray is also receiving the Certificate in Automotive and Mechanical Engineering. Kiran Rai. Noel Salmon. Sanrup Singh. Wei Soon. Papu Va'ai. Kelvin Wang. Guangzhou Xiang. Zhao Yu Yong. I now present to the Chief Executive the recipients of the National Diploma in Surveying. Herbin Deng. Chris Lin. Viliami Pahulu. Callum Parker. Shin Tong Shin. I now present the diplomates for the New Zealand Diploma in Engineering, Civil Engineering. And just for a change, young woman Nicole Ahotaha. Manjot Bumrah. Tony Kulma. Mitchell Griffin. Henwei Huang. Yuzhua Huang. Suprit Kaur. Sandun Kepetewala. Avishek Kumar, Shanu Kumar, Pauline Leota, Zhe Xiongli, Ximing Li, Chanrulu, George Minty, Wishva Praveen Palawela, Byron Poynton, Mirren Simon, Buwan Singh, Kiran Soma, Andy Va'a, Lei Young, Yuzhen Zhang, Jinshuan Zhang. I now present to the Council Chair the graduates for the Bachelor of Technology, Civil Engineering. John Adams. Tarif Ahmed. William Angus. Nilufa Aya. Faraz Aslam. Matthew Barnfather. Vishneet Bhagat. Stephen Brockles. Isaac Bronze. Zane Butt. Sitavini Thaniva. Ishwin Chand. Dinesh Shalatul. Dinesh is also receiving the New Zealand Diploma in Engineering, Civil Engineering. Jordan Chiswell. Fraser Coots. Chantal Fa'olotoi. Lady Gakobwa. Hamish Gibson. Briley Halliday. Amunda Kanunke Arachige. Andrew Canaris. Ashveen Kumar. Jiannan Lee. Kin Law. Dean Lupton. Paya I Okalani Manu. Machik Mamu. Christian Manua Pangai. Jonathan Masoi. Thomas Mohammed. Mohammed Musa. Fiu Miat. Francis Nelson. Francis is also receiving the Diploma in Engineering, Civil Engineering. Anastasis Niomata. Victor Okoko. Victor is also receiving the New Zealand Diploma in Engineering, Civil Engineering. Virali Patel. Hazel Pecco. Hazel is also receiving the New Zealand Diploma in Engineering, Civil Engineering. Jan Prinsloo. Liao Peng Hao Chin. Sean Chuan. Ravneel Ram. Maninda Saini. Jack Schwartz. Yasser Shakib. Yasser is also receiving the New Zealand Diploma in Engineering, Civil Engineering. Sajad Sharifi. Madhvi Sharma. Angli Sharma. Preet Singh. Nina Stewart Lotz. DJ Taupau. Maekafa Tuinu Kuafe. Raisen Vire. Stephen Walker. Shannon Wallace. Guizhen Wang. Guancho Wang. Martin Williams. Wei Zhou Zhu. Baktaya Zalme. Hang Zhang. Jiming Zhang. I invite Dr. Linda Kessel to present the next awards.
Ready? I've much pleasure in presenting to the Chief Executive the diplomates of the National Diploma in Architectural Technology. Percival Balanza. Wada Chan. Matthew Clark. Daniela Camarera. Eitan Cortland. Ruini Dong. Shiamak Farahi. Marlies Haynes. Denise Lane. Martini Ma Huen. Mamta. Carmel McGinn. Todd Neville. Hamish Reid. Samuela Tupou. Christina Wickman. I now present the diplomates of the National Diploma in Construction Management. Chi Yu Pan. Samuel Putoku. Eileen Song. Clayton Tremaine. Clayton is also receiving the National Diploma in Quantity Surveying. Fei Fei Yu. Bill Zhao. I now present the diplomates of the National Diploma in Quantity Surveying. Ariel Alvaran. Henry Brabazon. Fisamai Chanthawang. Peter De Beer. Christopher Dubé. Adam Fleming. Corinne Garrett. Anastasia Gavrilenko. James Hunter. Thomas Jacker. Stephen Lamb. John Lillywhite. Jinga Liu. Lan Shi Lu. Joshua Mills. George Naron. She's here, isn't she? Yeah, I thought so. Boshan Tian. Marco Tonetti. Simon Ward. Stephen Woolley. Hui Young. I now present the diplomates of the Graduate Diploma in Construction Project Management. John Barrett. Sudip Basnet. Randolph Chindawi. Dominic Foote. Monisha Karunanthri. Ritesh Kasaka Ravishankar. Shubham Manhas. Prashant Shetty. And Stuart Tomlinson. I now present to the Council Chair the graduand for the Bachelor of Construction, Construction Economics, and also Construction Management, David Tikaduadur. Now we have a special moment. I now present the graduand for the Bachelor of Construction, Construction Economics, and Property Development, and I invite Neil Lang to present the taonga to the Senior Scholar, Oliver Hall. To continue, we have Mikael Anthorsen. Samuel Baltrop. Jia Jing Ding. Jonathan Hindle. Peng Jiang. Song Lee. Shorlin Lee Lee. Chong Leong Lu Lu. Could I call on Neil Lang again, please, to present the taonga, to the Senior Scholar, Wayne Barlow. Congratulations, huh? Yeah. I need you again, Neil. We have another Senior Scholar, Nicholas McIntosh. Fantastic. Tanzim Muhammad. Jeffrey Schwartz. Akshun Sidishak. Ben Wu. Shua Zhang. He's here. Yeah. Christopher Behrens. Robert Telford. Mitch. Mitchell Alley. Michael Caldwell. David Featonby. Aaron Goddard. Joseph McDonald. Cameron Ranger. And for our fourth and final senior scholar, I'd like to invite Neil Lang to present the taonga to Mark Rosenbrand. Waylon Thompson. Nicholas Wright. Xiong Yu Lan. Aaron Cunningham. Nasma Muhab. And Adam Vistovich. Vitasevich, I beg your pardon. And I would like to acknowledge all those graduating in absentia.
It's absolutely fantastic to see that marking of the moment for you. Now we're almost there at the end. Just a few more things to do. There's a whole bunch of people up here on the stage who are incredibly proud of your success, and actually they should be incredibly proud of their contribution to your success as well. So I'd like to ask my colleagues, the staff of Unitec, to stand and acknowledge our graduates of 2016. Thank you, team. Now, there's a whole lot of other people in the room who've also made a huge difference to you in your learning journey. They're all the friends, family, whānau, loved ones here today to celebrate with you. So why don't you stand and turn and face them and thank them for your support. So in a moment, our student president will address you. We'll then have the karakia and the blessing of the food, then a short performance by our Unitec music students, and we'll conclude by standing and singing the national anthem. So I can now welcome to the stage Matalena O'Mara, Unitec's student president.
I ngā reo, i ngā mana, tēnā koutou. Te whare e tu nei, te papa e takoto nei, ka mihi atu koutou. I ngā maunga, i ngā awa, i ngā kāra ngā rangamaha, tēnā koutou katoa. Talofa and welcome to the end of graduation. It's nearly time for you to head out with your family and your friends, maybe go get a munch, have a drink, or 5 and live in this moment. You made it. You survived. It's party time, and why not? Because you've earned it. But before you all go off and do that, let's take a moment to appreciate your journey, what you have achieved. Take a moment and have a look around the room. If you see your family, give them a wave, but be sure to smile at all the strangers you see here, because they too are here for the same reason you are, graduation. A day that you will have been thinking of since the very beginning, the day where you get to celebrate your success. Before I continue, I would like to thank all the family and friends who have taken the time to be here today. Thank you for all of the support you have given your graduate on their journey. Without your support, they may not have achieved their goal in acquiring a new skill. Each of you who sit before me made a choice to embark on the world of tertiary education, take on a new challenge, and do something different with your life. Like Michael Jackson said, I'm going to make a change for once in my life. It's going to feel real good. I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to make it right. And for some of you, it may well be because it was the right thing to do, and you could be the first in your family. So for you, the pressure is actually still on. For others, it could mean an upskill, a change in vocation, a pay rise for a better means to provide, or it could well be that it was just something to do. But whatever the reason, you made it. You survived the late nights cramming for an exam, the all-nighters trying to complete that assessment, not to mention all the time away from your loved ones. You made it, you did it. Take a look at the person to your left, and now take a look at the person to your right. Give them a high five. The next time you see them, they could be your colleague or even your boss. Appreciate all the friendships and the networks that you have made on your journey, and be proud of the name that you have made for yourself. In the words of Gandhi, be the change that you want to see in the world. So go out there with all your passion and make your mark. Congratulations, autumn graduates of 2016. You rock!
Ko te manu ka kai I te miro, no nā te nāhere.
The bird that consumes the meadowberry, his is the forest.
Ko te manu ka kai I te mātauranga, no nā te ao.
The bird that consumes knowledge, his is the world.
Ina kia u, kia manawa nui, kia whai tono nā tino wawata. Tū mana ko hei oranga mō koutou.
Be passionate, be committed to pursuing your dreams as sustenance for your future aspirations.
Nā mihi rangatira ka tau I runga I a koutou katoa. Kei toa o te pai ko tō tātou nei ao.
Congratulations to you all. Your destiny is beyond the horizon.
Āmene.
Blessing of food.
Nau mai nā hua o Papatuanuku, o Ranganui ke te kai.
I welcome the food from Earth Mother and the food baskets from Sky Father.
Whii tiki ki ora.
Gifts bound together to sustain us all.
Aumi e, ui e, tai ki e.
Kore ka pirangi au ki te tukumihi atu ki a koutou katoa. Ara ki te ka pirangi au ki te tukumihi atu ki te hua te ora ara kia I o mātua kore. Nau I whakatoa I te mauri ora ai a tātou katoa. Ki te hunga mate kua wheturangitia, moe mai rā. Ki te hunga ora kua ika pahi mai I raro I tēnei huarahi. Tēnā tātou katoa. Kia ora everybody, we are Unitec's music group. We have Sunny here who is on his first year. I am in my second year, and then we have Katriana who's just graduated today. We are here to just express a note of congratulations to you all, and I hope you enjoy our songs. Thank you very much.
The two songs that we will be performing today, they're both original songs, and the first one that we're going to sing is Freedom.
Transformed by the rain, yes, it poured right down and washed away all my pain. I've been transformed by the wind, yes, it blew right in and swept away the last of my dark days. Whatever you know about me, about who I was, I've been changed. My light was so far deep, but got pulled out from the dark. And if you're confused by how on earth I got here, I was changed one day, some way, somehow, and now I don't wanna give in. I got freedom, oh freedom, oh freedom from all of these chains. Freedom, oh freedom, oh freedom from all of these chains. Ooh, freedom. Not the same, been a change, I'm all better now. Finally moving on to better days. I'm fighting to live and living to fight. I'm bright as the day, it's too good for the night. I've given all I had. Yes, I've been transformed, and now I believe I have all freedom, oh freedom, oh freedom from all of these chains. Freedom, oh freedom, oh freedom from all of these chains. Oh, freedom. Every passing day, all life passed away, finally made brand new. But I'm finally here to admit that I have been transformed. Now I got freedom, freedom, freedom from all of these chains. Oh, freedom. Freedom from all of these chains.
The last song that we're going to sing is another original called I'm on My Feet.
I'm big and weak, I can be fragile and quiet words can't speak. How I feel when I am down and I may need someone to depend on. I'm feeling low,
think you could pull me down, but I'll be rising like the sun, and yeah, I know there will be challenges in life, but if I persist, I will continue to shine, because everybody's trying to be a hero, but they're looking out for themselves and themselves alone, because everybody's trying to be a hero. Ooh, royalties and fame for their own. But I'm on my feet, I'm on my feet. I'm on my feet, I'm on my feet. I'm on my feet,